Hello and welcome to the Speedrush 5 event, where we're racing for the Ferrari Daytona SP3. I'm starting here. This is stage 1. I've got no upgrades, of course, and let's just give this thing a test drive. I want to get a feel for this car. I'm guessing it does not have active downforce, meaning I don't think the grip's going to change at speed because there's no spoiler. I mean, there's a little bit of a thing there. Not much, though. So, I mean, there's something that air would catch as it's going over the back of the car. I just don't expect that we're going to have a lot of increased grip at speed. I mean, we're starting at, what was it, 1.31, something like that, and that's not completely horrible, but that's definitely not great. Like, this isn't going to drive like a race car. Like, here we are, I'm 250 kilometers an hour, and still the back end slipping out there pretty easy. It feels okay. Feels alright. I've certainly felt worse. This isn't like driving a Ferrari Enzo or the FF. I mean, those cars are just yikes. You know, some of those earlier Ferraris where they're super loose, where you've got like grip of like 1 or 1.1. So this isn't bad. So I'm just kind of sliding it around this lap, trying to get a feel for things a little bit, and that should be it. You know, just warm up the tires for one lap and then get going here. Ooh, trying to drift through this chicane a little bit, and that just didn't work. So I'll join the track here. You might not know that's actually on track. It's funny that's part of the junior course, I believe. Yeah, that would be the junior course where you drive on here. So, oops, oh well. Oftentimes the first race of stage 1 is pretty silly. So, you know, easy. And I totally missed my braking point. I just lost track of where I was. I'll throw this thing sideways as we come to an end of this particular first stage here, and we'll get on. Oh, I guess the first lap was an out lap. Okay, sorry guys. So that's okay. What I'll do then is I'll focus a little bit more on this lap. I'll try to use some more proper braking points. Just try to get a feel for this. Even though we might not have any more stages at Monza, that doesn't actually matter. When you're learning no assist driving, just as a little pointer here, a lot of people think you have to learn braking points in every single car, and you don't. You've got braking points that you use pretty well all the time, and you just tweak them for most cars. So I know the second distance marker is a pretty common braking point at Monza for this type of a car, and that felt like maybe it was a bit early, but it felt close. So I just know my braking points I usually use at Monza, so I start off using those exact points. I tweak from there. So that's what I'm doing, and it feels fine. So same with so we go under a bridge, and then there's going to be a banner, and there's a distance marker slightly before that banner, which is a very typical braking point. I'm going to brake right around there, and went off track a bit. Let's get a feel for this. Yeah, like that's fine. That wouldn't be optimal. Like I'd need to tweak it a bit more, but that was a pretty good braking point. After the second banner, or is this a bridge? Looks like almost a pedestrian bridge. There's a second distance marker there. I'm gonna brake after that and see what that feels like. Yeah, I could have got to the gas. Oh, maybe I couldn't get to the gas much earlier. So this gives me an idea. I'm comparing this to cars that are kind of in my memory already from just driving Monza and other cars. Big sideways skid. Woo, this thing goes on forever. Crash. Okay, so I got a little bit of a feel for things. I'm not going to earn any extra currency regardless of how I finish when it's just me. And this one, we've got a speed event here. Oh, hit speed 4 times in one lap. Well, that's interesting. So can I hit speed here? Because they're starting me a bit further back. Okay, so that was an out lap, but it was really short. I think I'm pushing this too far. Did I drive in? Yeah, I drove it in too deep, so I'm going to slide it sideways to try to stay off the wall. I didn't want to smash into the wall. Okay, so one little trick. You can hit speed, slow down a bit, and hit speed again. So let's just see if I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention to my speedometer. Getting close to that 289. I don't think I can hit here twice, so I'm not going to bother even trying. And definitely this first section I can't. By the way I just took that chicane, that would definitely be on track. I'd be fine doing that. I don't know if this is going to be... no, this shouldn't be difficult. There's 3 more good sections to hit speed. One of them I could probably hit speed twice. Let's see if I can hit speed twice here. Oop, little bit off track there, I think. So once I hit 289 or 290, I'll hit the brakes. Okay, let's see if I can get up to speed again. Oh, I didn't quite get there. Let's see if I can do 2 more on this back section. This is actually a place where you can hit some pretty high speeds, especially if your drive out of the chicane's pretty good. So let's try that technique again. Okay, on the brakes a bit, hit speed again. There we go, no problem at all. But I drove it in a little bit deep. Drift to drift to drift. Drifting parabolica is always fun. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. Okay, well, I better slide this around. Don't want to spend a lot of time off track. All right, let's head to that start-finish line and see what we got next here. I think I'll throw this thing sideways again. Maybe I'll see if I can do a complete donut as I'm sliding across the start-finish line. Oh, that was interesting. Almost spun around. All right, let's see what we got next here. Okay, now this is interesting. Right there it says autocross. This ain't no autocross. Just take a look. It's a speed snap with a time feature. It's not an autocross, it's a speed snap. They screwed that up. So I just wanted to see if I could lower the targets anymore. Now, all the targets from 1st to 7th or whatever were the same, which usually means it's as low as it can be. I want to test that. So I'm going to make sure I finish late, and I'm going to finish under speed by quite a lot. And let's just see if that lowers the targets at all. I'm not going to do much of this. I'll try one experiment, and let's see what that does. See if that lowers anything. Nope, everything's the same. Okay, well, let's try crossing the start-finish line with no speed at all. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? You'll see, there's a trick to that. It's actually not as easy as it looks. And you got to get speed going, and throw it sideways, and then make it so you're going neither forwards or backwards. So check it out. Throw a skid, get it perfectly drifting, and then the game makes me floor it when I cross the start-finish line. 0.00 kph. Still didn't lower the distances, the speeds that I needed to hit. So let's just finish this. And then I was contemplating my upgrades. I've got none, and probably won't need any for a few days, but there's instant servicing. And on a car like this, I bet you it's 12 hours to apply each upgrade, and instant servicing is only going to last, and instant R&D is only going to last for 3 hours. So you know what I decided to do? I thought, you know what? I don't want to sit around and wait. I'm just going to apply them all now, $690,300. That gives me an extra day of doing bot slowing if I want to, target management, more on that in future videos. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see if I can get stage 2 out to you guys shortly. Please like, please subscribe, and let's see how much this SP3 will cost us.